Namaste, Jai Bharat. I think America is in serious kind of difficulties. Recently, very recently, maybe today, if I'm not wrong, the President Trump had called for a physical meeting of 800 army senior general ranked people of the army, navy, air force, and some other security, other kinds of forces. I think in Virginia, he has given warning that everyone must be physically present directly, and otherwise, I'll take you to task. Simple. And you see, this kind of a large military conference, if at all when someone does, it is done with serious preparation and advanced information, all kinds of things. But this thing did not happen. He is called. This is one thing. Then Russian fighters were seen just outside the air defense identification zone of America in Alaska, and they did not know. America did not know. That's important. The Russian fighters, they reached just outside the identification zone of Alaska, and the Americans knew. They knew it much late. They were alarmed. Before that, USS Gerald was sent to Russian area, not inside, but where the Russian submarines were supposed to have been positioned, which the American knew that these are the area where the Russian submarines, they're famous for submarine right from a long time, and they send there one of the most powerful naval battleship there, and they failed to detect the exact position, or at least roughly where this submarines are placed. They could not detect. Then another thing is that their F-35, such a loud claim about their fighter aircraft F-35, which is supposed to be invincible, invisible, all that honorific terms about it, where somehow landed, I would say first landed by Bharat. We have nothing against America as such, except small skirmishes, which is not military, but that's a kind of jealousy kind of an operation. I would call it as jealousy. That Bharat is economically improving, economically becoming stronger, militarily becoming stronger, and America is feeling jealous, not really afraid, because they know, they should be knowing actually, that we don't attack anyone for anything. We don't need others' property. We are just trying to stand on our own feet. And we would like to be strong because we have a lot of other enemies to compromise with or fight with. That's really certainly not America. But there are people like that. Agencies which is obviously understood by people, those who can understand things. So they have this kind of difficulties in America. And I do not know how far they can go ahead with this. Anyway, these 800 military generals were called. So America wanted to prove themselves. They wanted to show themselves that we are still the boss. That really is not the case. And the European Union, Hungary had openly said that don't dictate us. America has a habit of dictating. So you do this, you do that, what the hell. And bullying around, that's it. The bullying, of course, many people are not taking it anymore. European Union were very submissive, as a matter of fact. Not that they were subaltern, but they were very submissive to America, not really reacting, but not willing to obey America always. They had their own thoughts, but they have this military problem they don't have. Each one of them separately do not have seriously good military. Good military they don't have, because they are depending on the collective NATO forces. This way they can cut down military expenditure for the whole area. So they have that kind of understanding. So it's difficult for them to take individual decisions so seriously, except some nations like France. And UK had already gone out of European Union for reasons intelligible to us. UK is not as far, but then UK is always shoulder to shoulder with America. That also we understand. Also Australia. These are all old relations, and with Trump would, I think, rewrite these relations as it comes forward. So America is shaken. America wanted to continue to maintain their authority, and America would like to fight. I don't know. They would really like to fight. They would at least want to threaten China that we will go for an army. I mean, we will go for a military movement. And what had been talking to Russia, and they have not said anything. America did not say anything against it. We are going to attack Russia in spite of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. They did not say directly that we will attack, but China, they are trying to imply that we will take you for task, etc. And both Russia and China and the power can't just be estimated by sitting in US or using their all kind of intelligence means. You can't underestimate Bharat's capability by using all kinds of intelligence means. You can't, because that has been proven in the recent things. Operation Sindhu, US really got scared. I'll say the US really got scared because it's their stockpile at Kirana Hills we attacked so smartly, so clearly, so precisely that through the air-conditioned vent we could send a missile inside. And reportedly, I can only say what I happened to hear from the media. Obviously, the stockpile at Kirana Hills were controlled and maintained by American soldiers. Obviously, because Pakistan is do not have that kind of capacity to look at these things. They are far inferior mentally to do this, and also they are far indisciplined as compared to others. That's another problem with Pakistan. They are absolutely indisciplined lot. A country which is very close to being anarchic. They have other kinds of thoughts, religious-centered thoughts, mostly foolish thoughts, and they are very emotionally into religion, not emotionally into sensible emotions. That is another strange thing. So, because of this operation, I heard the story that something like 700 US soldiers were killed in that Kirana Hills operation. This is what people say. I don't know, but it's quite impossible. So America wanted to reassure themselves that we can do it, and also reassert that we will be able to do this. This is a very situation. These people will do anything, and at the same time will not do anything explicitly. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.